everybody, and welcome to the Science and Engineering Challenge National Final for 2019. Hey, is everyone glad to be here? That's what I want to hear. So some of you have already met me before. My name is Pete. Maybe you've also met my off-sider today, Helen. She was at some of your events as well. Of course, as our day goes on, Helen's probably one of the key people here today because she looks after all our scores. But we'll get on to everybody else in a moment. But before we get there this morning, I am going to call forward and introduce Dennis Jetta, who's going to deliver our welcome to country this morning. Dennis, where are you? Dennis is not here, so I will deliver instead our acknowledgement of country. So I'd like to begin today by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet here today, and also to pay my respects to elders past and present. So, on to more introductions though. This morning, I want you to meet some really important people. This is the organising committee that allowed us all to come here today. Starting off with Steve over here with the camera. Say good day, Steve. We also have Linda. Linda's over here as well. We have Neville. Where's Neville in the room? Neville's got to be around here somewhere. I have seen him today. There's Neville. We have Doug over here as well somewhere. Somewhere there is Doug. And last but not least, Fiona. As I mentioned, these are the amazing people that made it here today. Give them a big round of applause. Now, I think it's time we introduce you guys, because I don't know if everyone here knows who you are either. So, starting at the top of our list, we have our Victorian qualifier, Bendigo Southeast College. Where are you? Down the end here, yes. What about Bunbury Cathedral Grammar School, our Western Australian qualifier, right here in front. Okay, moving on to our South Australian qualifier, Cummins Area School. Here they are. On to Darwin Middle School now, our Northern Territory qualifier. Down the end here. We also have our New South Wales qualifier, James Roos Agricultural High. There. On to our Tasmanian school qualifier, that was Launceston Christian School. There here. Our hosting region qualifier here for Bunbury is our Mandurah Baptist College team. Right in front as well. Leaving us last but not least, our Queensland qualifier, the Cathedral School of St Anne and St James. And they're here today. Now, before we get too far into it this morning, I'm going to call forward and introduce to you to now, I think you already know him. That's our Mr. Don Punch, our MLA member for Bunbury. He's going to formally open our event today and then going to help us select our activities. So I'll be back with you shortly. Thank you, Don.
Thanks so much, and I'd also like to acknowledge the Noongar Budja people and elders past and present, and welcome you all to Noongar Budja land. And I've got to say, after listening to all of that, Queensland take out the award for the big loudest shout out. So well done, Queensland. And I did get a few reports about last night. I did hear that the barbecue went pretty well. Chicken kebabs, were they pretty good? Yeah, steaks, sausages, all pretty good. And how many people actually went down and put their toes into Kambana Bay Sea? I think there's a few people paddling around. Yeah? No? Okay. Well, you've got to make sure those who are visiting, you've got to put your feet in the Indian Ocean before you leave. So make sure you do a little bit of paddling. Big welcome to you all. Big shout out to all of the sponsors and to the Bunbury Leschenault Rotary Club for hosting today. And I hope you have a brilliant day. Now, I was going to leave you with something, because when I was about your age, which was last century sometime, I studied at high school, and this thing called the law of physics was often talked about. And I used to wonder where you could find them. Where were these laws of physics that you're going to be applying today in the test? And it took me a while to realize that the laws of physics actually don't have any mass, and they don't have any energy. So technically, under the laws of physics, they don't exist. We believe in them. We created them, and we created them because we observe the world, and it's predictable, and when we do the same things over and over again, we find the same patterns repeating themselves. But it was creativity that helped us discover those laws of physics. So when you're out on the table shortly and you're really struggling with whatever it is to try and find a better way of doing it, just remember to think a bit outside the box. Think about creative options and then apply the laws of physics to what you're doing, and you shouldn't go wrong. All the best to the best team. Have a great day. Declare the games open.
Thank you very much, Don. Well, I'm sure you all know why we're here today. We're here to find out who is going to take out the top spot of being the national finalist for the Science and Engineering Challenge this year. However, take a moment to congratulate yourselves. You have, and your school have, triumphed above 720 schools across the country to be here today. That's a pretty amazing achievement. So wherever your school comes today at the final place, just remember that you at least were a finalist here today. Just a few things I need to let you know about before, of course, I introduce you to the activity personnel this morning. If you're looking for the toilets today, they're pretty easy to find. They're just outside the corridor here, just past the courts. You can't really miss them. We've got a slight change to our timetable that you might have done at your regional event. Some of you will be aware of this, but for everybody else, of course, we will be having our first session starting off very shortly. It will finish up at 11:10, of which time we'll go for lunch. It's just 20 minutes for lunch on our first break today. And see your teachers, who will be somewhere here, we hope, because we have the lunches prepared for you. Following that, obviously, we go into our second session of the day, and we'll then have another 20-minute break at 1:10. So after that, we'll then come back after that and watch our bridges testing for our finale, as always. So we're not going to forget the bridge testing. Oh, yeah, by the way, I've just given one of the activities away. We're running the bridge today. Ooh, who's going to get that? We see. Of course, a few other changes that you might expect today. Some of the activities you are doing today will have changes to the rules that you may have done previously, and may also have changes to the materials available in those activities. Of course, for your reference, there is actually a summary of the rules and material changes on the desk for your school, as you'll sort of see. If in doubt of any clarity of that, just ask your activity personnel. They're all over it. They know what needs to go on. In a moment, what we'll do is we're actually going to call Don back in. I think Don's already back in. He's waiting, ready to go. The procedure is going to be that we are going to call every group down by their colour group. So we'll be beginning with our people with our purple wristbands on. And, Don will choose one of the magic 8 envelopes here to find out which activity you'll be starting with this morning. That's how it's going to go. And lastly, teachers, when we break to go to our activities, if you'd just like to meet over here with Steve, we're going to go up to the mezzanine, have some tea and coffee and a quick chat about our day. So, who's ready to get into it? This is good. Are you ready, Don? Don is ready. So, let's get all our purple wristband group down first, just assembling out here. Come on down. All right, just over the side here, purple group. Just over the side here. All right, we'll get all our people from purple group just over the side here, ready to go. Don has pre-selected the magic envelope. We don't know what's in this one. Don, would you open the envelope, please? And purple group today is doing grasping at straws. All right. Grasping at straws with our activity personnel, Jody, Chris and Justin. Would you please leave purple group off to your activity? Jody and the crew are over there. Okay, let's call our next colour group down. We need our blue wristband people. Come on down, over to the side here. All right, blue group, which activity are you starting with this morning? Confounding communications. Confounding Communications with Mary, Jean and Leo. Mary, Jean and Leo, where are you? They're over this side if you'd like to head this way, blue group, and see the crew over here lead off to Confounding Communications. All right, up next we have our green wristband people. Come on down. All right, we're all here. Let's go, Don. Who's up next? Electricity. Electricity with Sahaj, Gavin and Talem. Where are you? They're probably this side. They're over here as well. If you'd like to make your way this way, green group, and see the team head off to Electricity. All right, let's move quickly on to yellow group now. Yellow group, come on down. All right, yellow group is here. Yellow group is doing Return to Mars. Return to Mars with Carlos, Graham and Shannon. Carlos, Graham and Shannon are just over here as well. So, nope, they're coming half that way, half not. It's all good. They'll find their way. All right, we are on to orange group now. Orange group, come on down. All right, orange group is starting with the dish. They're starting with the dish with Janky, Brad and Paula, and I think they should be this side. Where are the dish people? Here they are, they're over there. Head on over to your activity, orange group. Let's move on to red group now. Seeming to be counting down of who's going to perhaps do the bridge today. We will find out what red group is doing very shortly. Red group, Don, what are they doing? Hover Frenzy. Hover Frenzy with Robert, Andrew and Tom. Robert, Andrew and Tom are just here. Come that way. Down to our final two groups. Pink group, come on up. So pink group, would you like the bridge today or would you like the opposite? You have a 50-50 chance. Don, what are they doing today? Catapult. Oh my goodness. Catapult with Daniel, Katie and Corey. Head on over. So that leaves, of course, our bridge crew today. Silver group doing the bridge with Keys, Anna and Bianca. They're over at the side here waiting for you. Teachers, I'll see you over here in the corner. Thank you very much, Don.